What's up, guys? In this episode, I go over the Driftwood Purple Nightmare preamp pedal. This thing is a beast. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's your boy, Torres, and yes, I got my hands on a Driftwood Purple Nightmare preamp pedal, and the gift that is this pedal is the fact that it actually has two preamp tubes built in, and when you turn it on, this is actually a glass pane, and you can see that it lights up in there. So this is not only your preamp, but it also has a built-in, basically it's a tube screamer, okay? So you have your TS option right here. You can bypass, you can either run clean or just turn on the preamp. And you know me, dude, you know, I'm all about the heavies. So I have the gain at, let's call it 2 o'clock, treble at 3, mid at 11, bass maxed out. The great thing about this pedal, on top of that, is you can toggle between high and low with regard to the preamp. So you get that thick, that nasty thick on the low. If you wanted to be a little tighter, you designate it to the high end, which is at noon. There's also a rumble and a sharp. So think of that as, you know, the presence and the resonance of any amp for that matter. So you can add more low end, you can add more high end, and everything in between based on where you want the rumble and where you want the sharp to be. And then, of course, you can activate the tube screamer, and the thing is just brutal. Dude, I literally have this running guitar into the input. This is running out to my KSR PA50 power amp, which is a 50-watt 2-power amp that's loaded with 6L6 GC tubes. That runs out to my Mesa 412 with Celestion V30s, and this thing is a complete monster. And if you guys haven't been using or checking out Amp Turco cables, you have got to. They're absolutely incredible cables based out of Pennsylvania. Give them a holler. I'll put a link below in the description. That way you guys can go directly there, along with Driftwood. I'll put a link below. That way you guys can go right to their website. But this thing, yo, listen, and you know me, dude. Like no one gives me anything. I buy things and I try things out on my own. I ended up getting this, and man, within 30 seconds, I was blown away. And you guys, you know me, dude. Like, I have a bunch of different preamp pedals and I love them. I love the whole, playing live or just playing in your house and having like a portable rig that you have, especially if you want to run out of a 212 or 412 cabinet. So anything that's kind of easily transportable, if all you have to carry is your guitar, your preamp, your portable power amp, and just lug around a 412 cabinet or 212, dude, like, this thing is an absolute monster. So let me plug this guy and you guys can have a listen. All right, guys, so I'm actually running my Kiesel Aries A6C. This one has a super hot Voodoo custom pickup on the bridge. The body is ash, fretboard is maple, so is the backing. And it's just an absolutely monster of a guitar. So let's have a listen to this brute monster. Guys, so there you have it, the Driftwood Purple Nightmare preamp pedal. Thing again is an absolute beast, and if you've ever wondered if I really know what I'm talking about, these are some of my all-time favorite preamp pedals. So here is the KSR Ceres. Thing is an absolute beast. Here is the Dietzel Herbert, again another monster of an amp, of a preamp pedal. Here's the Soldano SLO, again, great. You definitely have to hit it with a tube screamer or any kind of a boost pedal with that. You know, the always amazing 2 notes in the lead. If you don't have this, again, super monster. The Kraken, this thing is another beast. Also, the Chug, again, another absolutely incredible pedal. Just these things will completely floor you. There's also, you know, I love the KSR so much. I actually have a second one, and this guy crushes them all, which is shocking because they're all really great pedals. This one is just, you guys don't understand. You know when you're just like, what is this? And I feel like all of those pedals, when I got them, I was just like, oh my God, what is this? But of course, all of these companies are just outdoing each other. So every new pedal that comes out is just better than what was already on the market, right? Because all of these companies, they want to be, you know, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, but you got to take the wheel and make it better. And that's what I think Driftwood did. So if you guys ever get the chance to try one of these or just buy it, you are going to be completely, instantly floored and super excited by it. So yeah, so huge shout out to the guys over at Driftwood. You know, I've had people just suggest like, hey, get yourself a Driftwood Purple Nightmare amplifier, but they're so expensive. You know, and I should never talk, right? Because I feel like I have, you know, so much gear, but you kind of have to figure out what you want to put your money towards. And someone was just like, hey, if you haven't tried or haven't used one of their Purple Nightmare amps, get yourself this one, because the preamp pedal is, you know, from their understanding, was just as amazing as their heads were. And this thing is an absolute monster. I mean, if I had to narrow the tone down with regard to comparing this to a head, I could probably pick a few. My Loboga Mr. Hector would be one. My KSR Eris head. The Fortin Sigil, the Fortin Cali. The Bogner Uberschall. Yeah. So it's definitely the EVH Stealth 50 watt. And I was able to get some tones similar to my PV 6534 Plus, which is kind of a rare head, because it's the EL34 version. But yeah, definitely that tight. And those are literally my tightest amps, along with the armored, Sabo, you know, all of those amps, definitely, this is what is in here. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I have an unboxing of, where is it? I'll just grab it from here. If you guys haven't checked out the Synergy gear, check us out. I actually have the PV 6505, and believe it or not, it's better than a PV amp. So stay tuned for that, and click on the like, click on the subscribe, and this guy will talk to you soon.